Perfect.
Welcome, everyone. Today is October 30th, 2024, Wednesday. We are here for a community meeting as required by the county for the project Glenwood Estates, located at 7847 Spencer Road, Glenwood, Maryland. And let me give the zip code it's 21060. Before we start, we have Freetown Elementary School cafeteria, and in case of any emergency, you see exit signboards on both sides, and the main exit is as you just see on the left-hand side where you're seeing. Okay. My name is Mohammed Agba. I'm with Agba. I'm the consulting engineer. We're engineers, planners, agent of the project owner, property owner, Mr. Fatih Ogun, and with X07 Properties, the company. So after giving the name of the project as like Glenwood Estates, I have a checklist here required by the county, and we'll have to go over each and every item of this. Not too long. And at the end of this, we're so glad to answer your questions. So the reason that we are here tonight is, again, to discuss this project, Glenwood Estates. This is required per the County Code 17-2-107. Normally, in regular procedures for this project, we're starting from the sketch plan phase, which is the beginning. Okay? And after this community meeting, we'll have a meeting with the county. All the county agents will provide their comments and will address, submit the plans, review. So this is just the start of the whole process. After the sketch plan, likely there's going to be another community meeting during the final plan stage. So this is not the only chance, but you can always, anything related to this project, you can always email later to all the county, call me if you have my information. And again, we are now at the sketch plan stage of it. Community meeting is required. We must collect any questions that you may have. And everything will be reported to us and the county.
Excuse me,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
to stop you, but this says final plan.
This is the final plan. The reason is we haven't prepared the sketch plan. Sketch plan will be prepared after this meeting. The reason that you see the final plan is that we were under the impression that we will start from the final plan phase, because this was, in our mind, this was supposed to be a minor subdivision because there's only 5 houses here. Since there's a road extension, public road extension, public utilities extension that connected to the houses, the county wanted us to start from the sketch plan phase. That's why sketch plan is not ready yet. After this meeting, we will prepare the sketch plans and submit to the county. The county is aware. Thank you very much for catching that.
You mean that there's possibly more houses than this?
This is, instead of, we haven't submitted this to the county. They saw the layout, but it's not formally submitted to the county. We will prepare a sketch plan for their review after this meeting. I hope I answered that. Yeah. So,
I got a question.
yes, sir.
If this is the final sketch plan, how do you come up with the name? Glenwood Estate. Who's that at? I'm gonna say that because you probably.
It's not recorded yet. This is what we are, that's what the owner intends to name.
Okay.
But yeah, we will get to that one. No plan has been recorded yet. We just started. Okay, Glenwood Estate is the name that we kind of designated now.
We don't want you to do that.
We can change it.
I
That's
don't want
good.
you to do that.
Very good. That's a good comment.
Okay,
Yeah.
before we get, if you're recording this, fine. But what we want to do is start up with that. You already know that this community is historic. Not only that, but we want to, into our legacy, name the properties, subdivisions after the people who own the property.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right, so I just
So
want.
that's a good
I want
comment.
to know why you came, how you come up with that name.
Thank you.
All right.
That's a good comment. Again, we're just starting,
We got a lot
that's
of-
been recorded yet.
We got a lot of good questions.
Yes, perfect, perfect, yeah. Sketch plan, then we got the final plan. At the end of the final plan, there's going to be a plat recorded. And that's where we're gonna have the community name. So we're still, but that will, again, we'll try to address all the questions. Thank you very much. That's why we having this recorded.
That is the owner over there, that.
Yeah,
Yeah, behalf of owner,
he's the
yeah.
property owner. He's representative of the property.
So we coming after you then?
We can communicate with me anytime, but we are open to like any name suggestions. Yeah.
I wanna make sure, we wanna make it clear.
Yeah, no problem.
We
All
all
right.
here tonight. Everybody's gonna know exactly what's getting ready to take
Right.
place. But what I'm hearing so far, this name Glenwood came up, the Freetown Improvement Association did not know about this.
Okay.
You know we have an association, right?
We didn't know that.
Oh, well, see,
Okay.
you know a lot of things you don't know, you better ask somebody, because you're getting ready to come into a storm now. This is historic. Our association has been established since June 10th, 1954, now before you were born. And because we have an established association, everything, I mean, everything that go on in this community, we should know about it before it becomes final.
Yes.
We don't want you to think we're stupid people here, okay? We want to make sure everything is right and done right, because we do have a legacy.
That's exactly why we are here, and then again, we will have another community meeting in the final plan. Okay, this is very, very good. So the name Glenwood Estates, as we just named now, but likely will consider that may change. We're not, I'm sure the owner is not insisting on this name. And the location is 7847 Spencer Road. This is not a public capital improvement project. It's a privately proposed project. There's an existing dwelling there, and the owner's intention is to demolish that building and then subdivide it into 5 different lots. The current owner is again XO7 Properties. It is shown on the plans, XO7 Properties LLC, and you have the address, like 4315 Walney Road, Chantilly. You have the phone number, you have the email address of the owner of the plans. If you look at the border, that's actually here. And it is also on the, please feel free to request the PDF of the plans. I'm sure, I believe the county shared only this page on their website for tonight's meeting, but for request, we can always provide you with a whole set. And the proposed ownership of this, again, after it's subdivided, there's gonna be 5 houses, and then they're gonna be sold at 500 later. But right now, the owner is XO7 Properties. Yes, ma'am.
And why would you name it Glenwood Estates and so on, be 5 houses? Why couldn't it stay Freetown, which is supposed to always be?
We got to agree that we didn't know. Again, we are, like, gentleman said, he was right. We are not well aware of the area.
It's all-
This is good. Yeah, we can change it to Freetown. I'm sure
Yeah,
the property
I agree.
owner has, yeah.
We just propose this name, but there's no any other
Yeah.
intention. You know, we can just, I mean, consider any other name. We are not insist to you want to this name. We have to put some name over there, and that's the we
We
chose,
have-
but we are open to your ideas.
Yeah, I mean, and then I saw this plan with subdivision around, we said, okay, we thought this plan would have 5
If
acres.
it's all the houses there, this is the area are properly owned, it's always been
Bring it
Freetown.
up. Okay, perfect. Now we can, yeah,
Yeah.
we can change it to Freetown and 670. And it's desired, yeah. The current zoning of this property is R5. So that means you can build 5 homes in 1 acre. Okay. So that's R5. And there's no overlay zone, yes.
Do you have an estimated start date?
Not yet, but we can talk, maybe after this, we can talk about that too. Right now, not yet, but we want, as soon as we can. As soon as possible, but it's a process.
Is there,
Just,
okay, so I just have a follow-up question to that. Is there a notification of how traffic is gonna be impacted in the neighborhood?
exactly. We'll do that, we'll prepare traffic control plans and with minimal impact to that street, that stretch of road. But there's going to be a traffic control plan. I mean, please feel free to jump in, Fatih, but, the construction will be only at working hours. No weekend work, no after hours work, just during the week, working hours. And truck traffic is going based on that. We'll minimize that. There's going to be an approved traffic control. And the contractor will be, working based on the approved plan.
Has an impact study been done?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not
What
yet.
does the traffic control, I have an idea what you're gonna put down? But we tried to get some traffic control on Spencer Road. And we
When
were-
you say traffic control, Spencer Road, you'll be talking about probably permanent traffic control, like signs and lights. That's a little bit different. That's with the county, actually. If this impacts, if the county determines that this development would impact that, they may require us to add more signs along the road. Okay, that, again, that's going to be determined later. After the traffic consultant will study this, they'll provide a report if the county requests, if the county requires, and that's going to be based on that.
Well, it needs it because
If it's required by the county, a traffic control study will be done. If the county requires, so yes. And then based on that study, if additional signage, lighting, marking, like gate marking required, if they determine that's required, then they may require to the developer to provide that. Or they may need to do it themselves. But I'm sure they will put it under serious consideration. This property is not in the Chesapeake Bay critical area, so that's not our concern in this case. No critical area or no critical area buffer here. Now, if you look at the plan in front of you, you will notice some environmental features on the east side. So what we did is we brought an registered environmental scientists here, and they walked the site, they surveyed the site, observed the site, and after that, they had a meeting with an agent from Maryland Department of the Environment, and they provided us with an environmental report that there's a stream here, and there's a wetland.
Stream,
There's a stream there, yes, Glasgow is a stream, on the east side. There's a environmental full report being submitted to the county about it. So, yes, there are environmental features, there's a wetland, and
We're trying to figure out where the stream goes.
yeah, I can show it to you here. That's the stream. So what they're trying to do is, wetland is a local asset. Yeah, here on the east side, there's a stream, it's classified as scenic, and then there's a little wetland. Wetlands are protected by the state, treated by Iowa, and by federal. Service here required that we have it, the state of federal state. Not only
yes,
our intention is not to touch
we have a space for animal habitat.
That's pretty much it actually. Yeah, that's why the state protects wetlands. Like, yeah, like frogs, butterflies, all this clean air, you know.
No open areas for.
Open air, this is open air, I mean, this is the open area here. Not, if you're talking about like the shared use area, like open area, we are not. I mean, it's required by the county, we may consider it, but we don't anticipate that here. But it's a very small site.
Streams where we have the water coming from
So trees in that area, you'll be left as they are.
Even have trees between these houses, between this and the next.
If the county requires additional landscape here, again, our intention is that's natural habitat. We don't want to go in there at all. We don't want to touch it. Nobody wants to touch it. Just leave it. There's vegetation here, there's stream here, there are trees here. Better do not touch it. Don't put any machinery here, don't let anybody go there. You can take a walk there, of course, but.
We're going to run off the up that stream, now the
Silos
to the stream.
This runoff comes toward this way, so it's going to be treated, stormwater will be treated in a microbiome retention there. Directed to the stream. Again, it's very conceptual. That's the conceptual, you know. So that may be a little, like little modifications at the final stage, but right now it's conceptual. It's gonna be like, I have the stormwater management concept plans, roof of these three buildings, so the here. These roof here, these two, actually, the area, impervious area from lot one, lot two, lot three are adequate for this. That's sufficient. Not required. Because the whole model is based on the wall size versus impervious area. So we want, if the county requires that, we can propose that dry wells for those. We can find other stormwater management solution for that. Or maybe another microbiome retention here. But now, for our calculation, again, it's conceptual, this is good enough. But yeah, we're going
You're saying that you don't know where the water side is going, where you're gonna drain it to.
drainage to the front yard.
Because it's with
The front yard, just the site of the surface drainage.
So it's gonna be drained to the pond.
Exactly.
That's gonna drain into the stream.
Exactly, because the water that we're treating from the street is sufficient for this site, for this problem, for now. Again, the county will review, if they say no, we want more, we want to see more stormwater, then we gotta treat those two like roofs that will add more.
You may have to eliminate a lot.
Right, and from what I'm seeing, you're still gonna have a lot of storm runoff on into the stream. That you haven't.
They're not gonna let us do that. We'll show all the calculations, they're not gonna do that.
Already about.
The county will not let us do the runoff, too much runoff.
But like I said,
There's already about a special road coming into her drive, into her, yard.
But
So it's already a lot
the
of water
state-
in that area, as it is. So we're adding more water. into
The state and the counties, they are very strict. In Maryland, all the jurisdictions are very strict with stormwater. So they're not gonna let us do anything without they see that control. So again, this is just a conceptual idea. Let's talk again about it in the final stage. But yeah, they're not gonna let us, let them build anything, even though just bring their machinery without seeing seeing them addressing all the requirements.
well,
They said that about those houses right across from there now, and all that water still pools all along Special Road into her front yard. And so they say that it's not, the stormwater is being addressed, but actually it's not. So we're concerned with the stormwater from all of this still not being addressed because.
This is, the site is going to be draining this. It's not going, this site, it's not going to be puddling water. Again, this is the water that's high in everything for that site. And there is no flood concern. And eventually we'll go down there.
Okay, on this side of Spencer Road, there's storm drains.
Yes.
Are you going to connect into those?
Well, that's very good. You have a great point. We put in the storm drain. Right here.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna come up with a new storm drain plan.
Okay. Yeah, that's just saying, like, one thing to be done.
It's growing on that side, it's plugged up and it's
We'll model it, we'll run the calculations, we'll come up all the details of it and send it to the county, the engineer there, will work with them. And, yeah, we'll get their approval. We're not gonna do anything without their. So these are the environmental features. There's no floodplain. No need to worry about floodplain.
It's supposed to be wetlands. Yeah, I know, you got nothing to do with that, but it's a low-lying area.
Right.
Going in the ground.
How do you buy going in the ground there? I mean, in the basement.
Yeah.
Like the site is like, if you look at it, you don't have to do that much of earth right there.
Right. Where's the
If
foundation
there's,
going?
you can,
I was just wondering, where's the foundation, the bottom foundation? From the surface down to where you're going.
if there's, yeah, I mean, if there's a basement, probably you need to go like 8 feet or so, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we're gonna make like all the calculation is really hard to say right now, but once all the engineers going to calculate it, and then we will go into the county code, and we will follow what's need to done. But right now, I mean, we just on the subdivision stage, it's really hard to say, oh yeah, how many feet is going to be basement or how big. It's really hard. We cannot say anything.
Yeah, the architectural will be like it'll shape better into along the plans, yeah, project planning process.
Question. How much space between each property and what is the initial estimated cost?
We'll get there. The cost, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you about the size of the properties. So, as I just go through this checklist actually, but now other environmental features, we have the forested area. There is also a report for forest conservation, forest stand delineation. So, all, yeah, wetland delineation and forest stand delineation, we have reports to county is being provided with these reports. But on the other hand, in the area that we're developing, we're not clearing any forest there. Okay, maybe some individual trees, but we're not, there's no whole forest clearing there. And this is a stormwater management plan site. There's going to be vegetation in it. So this is not a single lot residential project, it's just a subdivision with 5 lots. Multi-lot residential project. So the existing uses, there's a single family home, there's the dwelling there that we will demolish. And the proposed use is again residential for single family, 5 single family homes. There will be a demolition. The existing house will be demolished. The development techniques that we're going to use is, now, we'll get the planning, we'll go through the planning stage with the county, and once the county planning board approves this, we'll just go and submit the plans for final engineering. The way that we're going to develop is, once we have all the permits, construction permits to come here, we'll delineate in the middle of the surface and do all erosion and sediment control measures. So just to make sure that no dirty water, no siltation, no sediment blood goes downstream, neither to the wetland nor downstream to the receiving waters. So once we have the approval from the inspector, yes, sediment controls are in place, good, you're maintaining it well, you can start the construction. Their contractor will place, install the utilities. They're going to isolate this utility. They're going to do the utilities. Meanwhile, like you don't like traffic control. You can buy little trucks in and out, but there's plenty of space here. After the utilities are done, they're going to do they're going to just build the houses, driveways, houses, finally stormwater management. And the last stage, they're going to connect the utilities to the road, okay? And the asphalt pavement will be done at the end with the stormwater back. And once everything is done, the site is all stabilized, restored well, seed and mulch in place, grass is growing, roads are in place. The inspector will let the contractor remove the erosion sediment control. So no dirty water going. So that's what we are planning to do. And we assume that the county, this road and these utilities, water and sewer utilities, will be transferred to another county at the end. There's going to be 5 lots, as we mentioned. 5 residential units. The type of ownership is going to be like individual ownership at the end, right? At the end, yeah, individual owners will.
Repeat that, please.
I'm sorry.
Repeat what you said. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Now let me just get here. So 5 lots, individual owners at the end. Okay, they're going to be sold separately by the owner. The open space, at this point, we don't know if there's going to be open space, likely not. When you say open space, I'm talking about the common area. We're not, it's not required as far as I know. We'll look at it, we'll talk to the county unless it is required. On the other hand, like I mentioned before, on the east sides around that wetlands, that's just green area. That's nice grass and forested area, wetland area. There's stream there. Nobody's going to touch that part. But other than that, I'm not aware of any other open space requirement. It's a very small subdivision. It's not a big major subdivision. The conceptual stormwater management, we have calculations, a set of conceptual stormwater management plans will be submitted during the planning phase to the county. Normally, the county planning will not approve a site plan or final site plan without a stormwater management support. So they're not going to even let the project go to the next stage without it. That's why I was saying that they take it really seriously, because it's especially like metal runoff environment, just like that. It forces all the jurisdictions to enforce the strict stormwater management rules. Now, limit of disturbance. The proposed area limit of disturbance, I need to give you the exact number to you. Let me see. Likely I put it here. If I didn't, I will just find it and say it to you. If you look at the cover sheet, there's plenty of development summary information.
Can you speak louder, please?
I will speak louder. All right. The limit of disturbance is around, it's approximately 63,062 square feet, which is 1.45 acres. That's the limit of disturbance. Limit of disturbance means anywhere that you can bring the machinery. Machinery cannot go. They will delineate that. What states there, the inspector will continuously coming to the site, construction site, inspect. That means that's your limit of disturbance. You cannot go outside of that limit. So, and that is, again, approximately 1.45 acres. Pretty much anywhere outside that wetland and wetland. It's LOD here. That means limit of disturbance. Okay? So the contract will be this area, nowhere else.
In looking at the diagram, will these be 5 distinct and different houses built?
Yeah, that's okay. That's a party question. Yeah, we the houses, are they going to be unique? Are they going to be like one quick cutter, or are they going to be different, customized?
Yeah.
So they're going to be like modular homes?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are 2, one has like 2 little squares and the other one has a single square.
Oh,
So what is the difference?
This is because of the drafting, you know. There's the elevation here, the text has a mask here. It's nothing to do with the building.
Oh, okay.
It just needs topography, existing topography underneath.
Now, will there be pad parking or street parking in front of the house?
There will be like a one car garage portion, and also we gonna have like a driveway. They can park like on the driveway. Correct, and the garage and driveway.
So
Okay,
the driveways and the garages here.
so with the driveway, will that accommodate 2 cars or more?
Irene, could you talk a little bit louder so I won't repeat the question?
I asked, would the driveway accommodate 2 cars or more? So will there be parking on both sides of the street or just one side that's in front of the houses?
That's one like honestly, that's like a how we keep going to the road and what's like a county is going to require. But normally our plan for kind of as I mentioned like a one car garage for 2 driving to 3 car.
Okay, but in the front for gas.
No street parking, likely not, no parallel parking.
Driving and one car garage.
That road is mostly just like access to the house, yeah, to the house.
So then where would their
Yes.
company go?
But then I got parked.
For parking, yeah, then we gotta go with this way.
Right now, we're not proposing a sidewalk, but yeah, if it's required, we can add a sidewalk.
Why not?
Well, again, it's a sketch plan, we just saw the multiple plans. But we may add it, we may add it, they will probably require a sidewalk.
Are you aware that this community does not have
No matter community.
it is not a community center.
Okay.
There is nothing for the residents to do in this community that's quickly developing more and more and more people. And then really no amenities for the people to thrive as well as survive as well as thrive. And that's my concern. People coming in, more houses being built, and they're not bringing in with them, the developers, those things that will help people to continue to grow and thrive in this community without having to go to other places to use those facilities there. This community has been established since the 1800s. That's where the history of this community starts. And I see in your paperwork here that it said that there is no historical, no historical resources within the property. This community has a very rich history. Yes. People coming in to purchase don't know that. Neither of them care to find out, it seems. But there is an association here. She's invited, and I hope you will be invited as the owner to an association meeting, so you can share with the association what his plans are. I certainly would like to know before they start.
So we are trying to extend the road. Subdivision across the road?
Yeah, not subdivision, just where she's at right now. I mean, coming out, and the traffic's gonna be coming out there, she's gonna line up.
We're not going, we cannot block her. We cannot block her access. No, we cannot block her. That will be taken care of during the construction.
Definitely needs somebody to fight about.
Well, yeah, definitely, the traffic control plan will indicate that there's going to be bunch of fallouts to the contractor that, but to make sure that no access will be blocked. There may be cases that there may be flaggers used, but yeah, not blocked. Um, so the road here is, basically, yeah, for, to access these houses and also bring the utilities. At the end of it, there's T for turnaround, and it is like 20 foot wide road. Will accommodate like, one lane each way. Right, yeah. It's curved. Both sides. We can go open section two, but right now it's curved. Yep. I mean, I wish we could have, yeah, I wish we could have got here, but again, we can't, we don't want to. Right.
You need to take out one of those houses and put some parking back there. There's no place for anybody to park and visit these houses. Because they can't park in our driveway. We're gonna have them towed. So. And this house gonna have them towed. And you're gonna have them towed. So, there's nowhere for them to park.
That's right. So that means if any of these people are entertaining or have guests,
Right.
they're gonna have to
They
park
have
somewhere.
nowhere to park.
And let me make it clear. We are the property owners around
Right.
here. We've been here all our lives, okay? We wish we could known about this road, because there's a lot we could afford to come to, but you have to make it big for parking for these roads. We do not want them parking on the road.
There's
We
no
do
room for
not
them to
want
park
them
on
parking on the road. We don't want you parking on our properties.
Right.
So therefore, you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board, look at the way to put all these little things in place. Because if not, we're gonna oppose you. You are a developer, you bought property here because you wanna make money. Which brings me to this point. After all is said and done, if we, the community, doesn't oppose you or oppose you, we would love for you to say, wait a minute, those folks are letting me do this without opposing me. What can I do for the community? All right? The association has been established for many moons. Everything, including this building that you're standing in, the association is a part of it. The rec area, the association is a part of it. So there's some things you're gonna come into amenities that you ain't got nothing to do, had nothing to do with. I'm sure the people that will buy these houses will find it very attractive to come into a community with a nice rec area, nice elementary school, nice roads, people care about the property. We're going to be looking for you, if you're the developer, and I think you are, you're going to have to put something in our hand, association, all right? Let us know that you're working with us in good favor and with attention.
Yes, that's all our intention is really, we are here, we just want to hear like your concern and what can be best, because we don't want like to any wrong for the community and just try to do like a best for you and for us, we will work with us.
Y'all heard that?
Sidewalk? Right now, there's no sidewalk, but.
Okay, but there's a sidewalk today. And
There's a sidewalk.
and I should go like that, and my children, and I'm like,
We're the ones that had the sidewalks put in, put it on the road, all the way to the sidewalk, association. That's why I put the sidewalk all the way down. And we want to make sure it remains there.
You know, yeah, we're not gonna touch the sidewalk, especially, we may not. But again, we may not have sidewalk here, but it looks like there's space, we may have a sidewalk along. We don't know yet.
They talk on the side, the grass, some of the trash, all this stuff, bothers us.
this project will go to the attic and all the facilities, and schools are just part of it. The schools here, this jurisdiction, this district, let's say, Freetown Elementary, Burnie Middle School, and Glenwood High School. For this project, Freetown Elementary and Burnie Middle School are open. On the other hand, Glenwood High School is right now closed, which means that they reach capacity, but the county, the counties always say that they can still use the school in the adjacent district. They never, it's just open right now. So that's the case about schools. We will extend the water and the sewer from Fence Road, as you see on the plan. The sewer in this area is force main, it's pressure sewer. So our intention is again collect the sewer along this road, bring it to the existing or the new top view, then the capacity pump view, and then just separate to the one in Spencer Road. So the property, the houses will use the city water and the city. Now, we're not going to impact the environmental features like the streams or the wetland, like we said before. On the other hand, we may need to remove some of the trees, but we will also plant trees. I'll say that based on the county's landscape management. So there is no proposed mitigation to offset impact which environmental features, because I said that we'll plant trees, but no mitigation to wetlands or stream because they're not going to be impacted. Other than that, we don't have any other information to know at this point, since we're going to have another meeting later after the stage. But after this meeting, there will be a 14-day open comment period that will open when the reporting is reviewed by the Office of Planning and Zoning. So you're very welcome to submit any comments to, here's an email address here, community meeting comments at aacounty.org. And then it says comments submitted to this email will also be provided to the applicant. So you can always bring your comments, you're very welcome to call me to have my number. And then you can always directly write your comments to the county. This recording will be submitted to the county tomorrow. They will have it. All your questions are heard, and then they can be noted. And then again, your comments are welcome to go to this email address, and we'll try to address them. And that's pretty much it on my end, actually. We'll get questions. Yeah, we'll have all the questions. Yes.
Again, how much space between the properties and what is the estimated cost? Are they all going to be the same, or what are the differences?
Now, cost, I'll let the owner talk about the cost. When you say space, in this space?
Whatever, how much? 7, 15?
Seven is the required setback from the property. These are the lot line, property lines. 7, 15, probably it's about 20 feet here. And maybe it's a little more, but like the requirement is each house must be no closer than 7 feet to the side property line. That's what the zoning says. Again, for this zone.
Okay, and the owner will tell us about the type of houses and also the approximate costs. $600,000 with 3 bedrooms and 2-car garage.
One car garage? Right. 2 parking spaces, there was a 1-car garage, 2 parking spaces in the driveway.
Yeah. That's awful, Frank. It's very, I mean, we had to have at least 2 acres back in the day, but this is like a Siding came.
Lot size, so that was like 7,500 square feet.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how the county zones R5 is for that, like,
Yeah.
always at 5 acres, 5 houses per acre, but this is not, since we cannot do anything here, it's not gonna track anything.
Yeah.
Which,
Very, very frank.
the owner,
Yes,
is he
sir.
open to put sidewalk on the opposite side of the road?
Excuse me, sir?
Would you be open to putting more sidewalks on the opposite side of Spencer Road right now? Right now, there's sidewalk on one side,
Right.
the opposite side.
I'm interested in what type of bounce.
Also, we are around 20 candidates possible. We just basic our like I don't think that what if we manage to the count, so we how we go. So we are
But I was asking you to point it, but if you want. Where, right here, you have this sidewalk, and her house is right on the road.
okay.
I just, yeah, I feel like
I'm not all of the company, just like you're like company, all the company for seven. But I cannot really, yeah, I cannot really promise anything like this. You know, as I mentioned, on your comments, we can take like all the comments, all the questions, we can bring like a company, or we can just talk to him, but I cannot promise something positive. But I can do like my best.
sidewalk on that side of the road, I feel like everybody live in.
When you were talking about the base price of the home, what did you say the approximate base price would
Go
be?
600K.
600,000?
Sorry. Go.
Wow.
I was serious.
600,000.
And how,
So they can try my
would be any options?
Of the houses?
2,500 square feet average. 500. Yes.
Next meeting, so the next step is, we're gonna have a meeting with the county first. So all agents will be there, and they will tell us what they require from us. Okay? And we'll try to address their comments. Of course, they will take your comments under serious consideration, so we know they're going to provide their comments. And then we will submit. Then we'll get comments from what we, based on what we submitted. Are we really meeting the requirements? Are we addressing your comments? Are we addressing their comments? Once it is approved, we'll go to the next stage, which is the final phase. Then we will have a committee meeting like this. But then, by then, we will, yeah, we will find answers to, yeah, a lot of the questions and,
Do you have an estimated completion or start date?
Well, it's also really all depends like a county how the assumption is going to be, how the process like how long it's gonna take. I mean, we want to start and complete as soon as possible, but I don't think it's gonna be so like a for like a minimum 1 year.
About 1 year. That's an estimate.
Yeah, that's like.
well, we thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Any other questions? Yes, expect out the letter. But it's not gonna happen in. Well, association members. Very much
stick together, we can stop anything that we don't feel is suitable for our community. Because we have an established, an improvement association that has been established since 1954. And the school and everything is in this community, we were part of it, and part of it is where it is. We all have been age now, in and out, and all of us, and we want to make sure y'all know how to carry this thing going forward. Because we have a rich mix. We know the families that own the land. It's the way God created us today. We know everybody in the community. And we want to make sure that they, even though some of them are gone on now, that our legacy stays back to honor our people, our families, and our legacy that are our forefathers. All right? I'm not the same one right now. I'm not the president right now. I'm the past president. Sister Jackie Bell is the president.
Now,
But most, I was president for 16 years. That's why I'm saying we went to no sand. That's why we got what we got, because it's what we got. We'll continue to do that. All right. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you. Everybody signed in sheet, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to stop this recording now, and will be sent to the county tomorrow.